Empathy is a critical process in the entire inquiry cycle. Here, students need to explore the problem or topic from different perspectives in order to gain empathy from the target audience's point of view. Without proper empathy, they might be coming up with ideas that no one wants or needs. Students should remember that they're designing solutions for others and not for themselves. We'll first unpack empathy by addressing the impact of automation on the future of work. It is recommended that a class discussion should revolve around the question, what kind of work is most at risk of being automated in the future? Automation is the most visible of the 4 key factors of change because robots being used on the factory floor instead of people is very visual. This quick 2-minute video goes through the history and definition of automation. It also explains why automation is important in modern manufacturing processes because it is great at doing repetitive actions and has less chances of errors compared to human workers. Once you have gone through the video, the class should unpack this graph together. Here we see 4 broad categories of skill types: routine manual, non-routine cognitive, and non-routine manual. And also the decline or the increases of these skill types of jobs change over 1987 to 2017. The description of the 4 skill types can be found in the table below. You can click on this to expand it larger to be able to see better. Go over each of the definitions with the class to make sure they understand what each of these 4 skill types mean. Start the discussion by going through question 1. Industrial automation began in the 1970s and has continued to improve since then. Examine the graph and discuss whether you think automation and technology may have an impact on routine tasks. Try and lead a discussion towards the graph showing a decline in routine manual and routine cognitive types of jobs. There are other factors that would contribute to decline of these types, but it is clear that there is a steady decline in routine types of skill sets. Follow-on questions to assist discussions can include, what are routine tasks? Why do you think automation and technology might be better at doing routine tasks than people? Automation is not a new thing, but people are still working. Why do you think automation hasn't led to the end of work as we know it? Question 2 unpacks the table in blue. Here we see 20 jobs most at risk of automation versus 20 jobs least at risk of automation. The higher the automation score, the more likely the job will be completely replaced by automation or AI. Students are asked to look up one job in each column and list down the different tasks involved in that job using joboutlook.gov.au. The link can be found in the question as well. Here we'll use an example of a telemarketer to go through question 2. By clicking on the link, you will access this website, type in the job that you are interested in, and hit search. From here you can see basic information, the future growth, and the skill level. So by clicking on telemarketers, the different tasks are all listed in these dot points. Students are asked to discuss whether or not these tasks are non-routine cognitive skill sets, routine manual, routine cognitive, or routine manual skill types. So for example, working from scripts and lists of contacts to promote goods and services by telephone, you could classify that as routine cognitive. The purpose of question 2 is to have students realize why jobs are at risk of automation, because most of the tasks involved in the jobs are routine. Hence, it is highly likely that these types of jobs could be replaced by AI or automation in the future. Question 3 can be a self-reflective question for students to share their thoughts now that they have unpacked the topic thus far. It is up to you and how you may want to run this particular task as a whole class or in small groups.